You're welcome back from that break. And if you're just joining us, the program is still Good Morning Abuja. And now we'll be looking at the future of IT and its impact in the society. And with me is a IT specialist in person of Mariam Ibrahim Yusuf. You're welcome to the studio, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
It's good to have you here.
I'm very pleased to be
So we're looking at the future of IT and its impact in our society.
Yes.
So what do you think about?
All right. The future of IT, we are familiar with it already. So we know that IT is actually rapidly changing. Okay. So in Nigeria, I would say, or in our society, I would say we were thrown into it suddenly during the 2020 pandemic, where we were now forced to go into online learning. Okay, when students were now told to stay at home and to reduce physical contact. So I think that actually broadened or made more schools to be more aware of what is going on in other countries. So we were forced, or we had to adopt.
It has been there,
exactly.
but then
It has actually been there, but it's something that
we've not really looked
exactly,
into.
exactly. So we had to adopt into it, and so many schools actually took the line of taking into online classes through the use of Google Classroom, through the use of Zoom meetings. Okay, so there's a lot of things that have actually been going on. All right. So when we talk about IT is actually very broad, very, very broad when we look at, but the ones that's actually trending right now is artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning. Okay,
So before I get to that, the ones that are really trending now,
yes.
where do you see IT going?
All
Or should
right.
I say, the future of information technology?
Wow, the future of information technology is something that one cannot really predict. Okay, although we have those that are actually trying to predict where it's going. Okay, but for me right now, I'll say it is rapidly evolving. Okay, so as it's coming, we have to adapt to it. Okay, we have to adapt and to learn it so that we are not left behind. Okay, so we find ourselves in a society whereby we are a little bit relaxed, but it's like I said, the future is rapidly changing.
Yeah,
So it's
IT
not
is taking
static.
over
Exactly, it's taking
everything.
over every aspect of our lives, from our homes, okay, to our offices, to transportation, to medical health, and in fact, even to physical fitness. Okay, so it's something that we really, really need to sit up and follow the
Learn.
trend.
Okay, okay. So is it an option of where I want to learn? Should I learn it, or shouldn't I learn it?
Okay, so like I said, when we were thrown into the pandemic, we really did not have an option. We had to go into it. So those that were relaxed and said, okay, well, let's wait until when the school comes back. You'll notice that it started with 3 months before we knew it, 6 months, and they were still contemplating a year. So we can't, it's not an option of you want to sit back. If you are saying you are going to sit back, in fact, it's going to overtake. By the time you can wake up one day and then you realize that most of the routine jobs we are doing right now are being taken over by AI, okay, by robots. So it's not something you can sit back and say that let's watch where it's going. We just have to immerse ourselves in it, okay? And immersing ourselves in it, we have to bring out our younger ones, okay, because they are the future. Our children are the future, so they have to be exposed to it on time, okay, so that there won't be a gap, okay, a digital divide between the advanced
Countries
and
are now on.
exactly. So we really don't have an option. So we really, really have to sit up and go into it.
You made mention of trends. What is trending? What is the current trends in Nigeria? You started mentioning
Yes.
robotics, and
Yes.
can you explain them to us and
Okay.
list them down?
Okay. Well, robotics has to do with the use of robots and then programming it to do specific things. Okay. It's actually a computer. The computer on its own cannot work unless it is programmed to do a particular thing. Okay. So when we now talk about robotics comes in different aspects. They have to learn coding.
Okay.
So not now talk about the building the machine itself or the robot itself, which has to do with engineering aspects. So we have to spark this interest in our students, okay, from programming to engineering, right from school. Okay, they don't have to get to university before they are suddenly thrown into it. No. So in our school,
Okay.
so in our school in Noble Guide Academy, okay, our vision is to actually empower our students, to expose them to knowledge that is transformative. Okay, and is skills based. So when we say transformative knowledge, it means something they acquire, something they learned in school, and they can apply it, and they'll be able to bring out something new by themselves. Okay, so we also have skills. Okay, our entrepreneurship schemes.
I would just like us to, look at the trains.
Okay.
The robotics. You said we have web design.
Yes, we have website development. Okay, we have artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Yes.
And what more? Because I believe we have so much of them.
We have so much of them. We have Internet of Things, okay, whereby the Internet of Things is where you network devices and they communicate with each other. Your phone is you are here right now, your phone is communicating with the lighting system at home, air conditioner. Okay, so you can be in a remote place and you are controlling certain devices in other places. Wow. So that's what Internet of Things.
So we have a lot of things going on.
Exactly.
So before we continue with this conversation, I'll take a short break, and when we get back, I'll ask you about the skills that these kids can acquire using ICT.
All right.
So I've been speaking with Mariam Ibrahim Yusuf. She is an ICT specialist, and we'll be looking at the future of this ICT or IT in our society. We'll take a short break. I will be right back. Welcome back from that quick break, and now to... Oh, okay. Well, we'll be looking at the future of IT in our society, and I've been discussing this with Mariam Ibrahim Yusuf. She is an ICT specialist. We're going to a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that quick break, and to continue with my conversation with Mariam Ibrahim Yusuf. So it's good to have you back, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome, ma'am.
So you made mention of the skills these kids acquire from what they are learning from this robotics, coding, and web design. Can you elaborate?
Okay. In our entrepreneurship scheme program, okay, we want our children to have skills. Okay, skills that are outside the classroom, skills that can make them employable and be an employer of labor. So they don't have to wait for jobs before they can actually start something or earn something. Okay, and our skills are also in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, where we say the first one, which is no poverty. Okay, so we train them in such a way that at the end of their training or skills, they should be able to be comfortable and say, yes, I can do this on my own and I can earn something from it. So we are gradually eradicating poverty. Okay, so the robotics actually is one entrepreneurship program. Okay, where skills at their first stage we learn coding. Okay, so the coding is actually how they will direct a robotic machine. Okay, and they'll direct it they'll give it specific instructions to perform certain tasks. Okay, so what we're actually starting with is something that is linear. Okay, move certain place to certain place, turn certain right angle, make a roundabout. When you see an obstacle, you stop, take another direction. Okay, so we are gradually building that up. Okay, so from there we can now go to what's more advanced, but we want them to be exposed to the basic one for now. Okay, and then we also have website development. Okay, and the internet, we communicate a lot with it. So when we say website development, students should be able to create applications, create website applications on their own. Okay, and they should be able to earn money through their skills. Okay, so Apart from that, we also have programming, okay, computer programming, and we also have
there are so many of them. There are
okay,
so many
yes,
of
there
them.
are actually so many of
So,
them.
do you think it has made things easier for us in the society by using IT in whatever it is we're doing? Does it make us lazy, or it's there,
Yes, it's
but it's
actually
not making
there.
us lazy, but it's
Exactly.
making our brain to
Brain.
improve?
Okay. Actually, there are always two sides to a coin. So it depends on how you use them.
Okay.
So the positive impacts are glaring. Okay, things are faster. Okay, you process things at amazing speed. Okay, you communicate faster, and then it makes life easier. Okay, but there are also some certain aspects which we now as a school now have to guide our students. Okay, you don't do this. Okay, so we have something called digital citizenship. Okay, digital citizenship. Training the students that, okay, these are the things you do online. These are the things you don't do online. Okay, so we guide them.
There's always advantage
Exactly,
and disadvantage of whatever it is we do.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Mariam. A little word of advice to every Nigerian out there.
All right.
The importance of, IT.
All right. The importance of IT cannot be overemphasized. We know it's here, we have to adapt to it. So my advice is the knowledge is out there. The knowledge is out there. So even if as a school or wherever our students or wherever you are right now, if your schools are not into robotics right now, okay, or artificial intelligence, the knowledge is out there. Go to YouTube. There are so many resources, so many free resources that you can actually train yourself. Okay. So my advice there is they should stay informed. Okay, they shouldn't just rely on the traditional way of learning that we've been exposed to, because there are so many methods right now and so many knowledge out there, so they can have an impact to the society.
Thank you so much for coming on the program.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
You heard her. She said the information is out there. How you sort it, how you use it is up to you. And you take the positive one and leave the negative side of it, because IT is here to stay. It is the way forward. It is the future. We're going to short break and we'll be